You ever stop to think about what holds our digital world together? I mean, there's got to be some kind of blueprint, right? For everything from your bank account to your Instagram feed. Well, turns out there is. And the story behind it is, wow, it's pretty incredible.
So let's just jump right in with a big question. Is there some kind of hidden language, a secret code, that powers pretty much every single computer system on the planet? The answer is yes. And to find it, we've got to go back in time to a period of total digital chaos.
Yeah, let's set the scene. We're talking about a time before everything was sleek and digital. Think of it as the digital dark age. I want you to imagine trying to build a massive skyscraper, but you have no blueprint. None. That's pretty much what building software was like. Before 1976, data was just a mess, a total free-for-all. There was no standard way to draw out how information should be connected, which made building anything complex a complete nightmare. Okay, so into this absolute chaos steps our hero, a guy named Dr. Peter Chen. He was this brilliant young academic, originally from Taiwan, fresh out of Harvard with a PhD in computer science. And he looked at this mess and thought, there has to be a better way. And his solution? It was profoundly simple. And here it is. In 1976, he drops this paper, The Entity Relationship Model, toward a unified view of data. Now, this wasn't just some boring academic article. No way. This was the blueprint, the missing link that the entire digital world had been waiting for. It gave everyone a common language to actually talk about and design data. And you know, the real genius of it was how simple it was. The power of his entity relationship model, what we now just call the ER model, was that it took all this crazy complexity and boiled it down to just 3 super easy-to-get ideas. Okay, first up, you have the entity. An entity is just a thing, a real-world object or idea that you want to keep track of. So think about shopping online. You, the customer, you're an entity. The product you're buying, that's another entity. They're basically the nouns in our data story. All right, next we've got the attribute. This is just a detail about the entity. It's the property or characteristic that describes it. So you, the customer entity, you have attributes like a name or a shipping address. The product has a price and a color. See? Super simple, right? And then the final piece. And this is the magic that holds the whole thing together, the relationship. This is the verb that connects our nouns. It shows how 2 or more of those entities are linked. So a customer places an order. An order contains a product. It's these simple connections that create the entire logical structure, turning a bunch of random data points into a powerful system that can run something like Amazon. So with just those 3 simple ideas, entity, attribute, and relationship, Dr. Chen basically handed developers the keys to build the modern world. Seriously, every time you stream a movie, check your bank balance, book a flight, you're using a system that's built on the foundation of these elegant principles. And from there, this thing just took off. It snowballed. After it was published in '76, it became the industry standard super fast. By the late '80s, ANSI, that's the American National Standards Institute, the folks who set the rules for all kinds of tech, made it their official model. Then in the '90s, it became the bedrock for what we call case tools, which is just software that helps people build other software. And even today, right now, its core ideas are baked into modern standards like UML, which is still the go-to blueprint for software architects everywhere. And I mean, this influence goes so deep. The principles from the ER model became the foundation for huge, powerful tools from all the big names. IBM, Oracle, Sybase, they all built their database software on it. Even today, modern frameworks from Microsoft are explicitly based on this model. It's not an exaggeration to say its DNA is literally everywhere in the software that runs our lives. But look, this story isn't just about a clever model. It's about the legacy of a true pioneer. Dr. Chen's work really did earn him a spot among the absolute giants of technology. And the awards he got, they're just mind-blowing. He won the IEEE Harry Good Award. That puts him in the same league as the people who invented computers and semiconductors. He got the ACM/AAI Alan Newell Award, an honor he shares with Nobel Prize winners and Turing Award winners. He was officially named a software pioneer. This isn't just a pat on the back. This is the entire industry saying, your work is the foundation of everything we've built. And in the world of academics, the impact is just as huge. One major survey found that his original 1976 paper is the 35th most cited article in the entire history of computer science. Just let that sink in. Out of millions and millions of papers, his is still one of the most important, decades later.
And really, here's the biggest takeaway. He didn't just make a model. He created a whole new field, conceptual modeling. There's an annual international conference started in his honor. There's even a Peter Chen award given out every year to other brilliant researchers. He didn't just draw a blueprint. He built a whole new way of thinking about building.
Which kind of leaves us with one last big thought. Dr. Chen gave the world a unified way to see data. He brought order to chaos. So it makes you wonder, right? In our world, which is getting more and more complex every day, what's going to be the next great unifying theory for technology?